Yeah, as in Roseman, this is one of those songs that two very successful guys got together. They talk it down in this very simple song, but I think this song will live forever. And it's very good.
What are you doing with it?
I want you to tell me,
Huh?
tell me more about what you do when your job is a nurse. Yeah, what do you do? You go in, you put on your nurse's uniform in the morning, yes?
Oh, yeah.
Is that very important?
Yeah.
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 And then you go up to the hospital in Navan. Is that what you do
Yeah.
when you're a nurse?
Oh, yeah.
And then what you do?
Well, you tell the nurse, the patients that I was here. If you want me at all,
Oh,
like, you know, if you want me any time of the day, come to me.
okay.
And that was all.
And then you go on to the next patient.
Huh?
You go to the next patient.
That's right. Yeah.
And what do you tell the next patient?
You have to make sure that all the patients are happy and that they need everything, that they have everything they need.
Right, right.
You know?
Like food.
And that's all.
Okay, and food.
Cancer?
Oh my God. If the patient has cancer,
Yeah, they could.
and what do you do then?
Well, you have to try to get them back. And,
Yeah, give them good medicine
yeah,
and water,
that's right. Yeah.
and you make them comfortable. Do you make them comfortable?
Oh, yeah, make them comfortable. Do everything you can for them. That's all. And there'll be a big doctor. You have a
Looking
big
after them.
doctor coming in, looking at them.
He'd look and see are they okay.
Oh, yeah.
And what did he use? What did he use to check them?
What year?
You know, what did the doctor use when he was checking the patient?
Well-
Had he an injection?
Oh, yeah, he would give an injection.
Right?
Yeah,
Into the shoulder.
yeah, in the shoulder.
Right, right.
God, I feel it still. I feel it still. Yeah,
And then when the patient's better,
yeah,
you tell them to go home now.
that's right. Yeah, but it takes a good while, you know.
Oh, they don't go home the next day.
Oh no,
They have to wait.
they have to wait. Yeah.
And do you help them with their dinner? Do you help the patient with their dinner?
Yeah.
How do you help them?
How do you?
Help them with their dinner.
Well, sit down beside them and get their little. Yeah, hello. Get their little whatever they have to eat, and if necessary, put what you have into their mouths.
Very good.
I'll leave your tea with you, will I?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Do you want some more tea?
Huh?
Do you want some more tea?
Oh yeah.
And then when it's bedtime, what do you do for the patient when you're a nurse?
You make them cozy. You give them the last cup of tea if they want it, you know, for the end of the day. And just keep an eye on them.
And are you able to stop and have a cup of tea?
Huh?
Can you have your own cup of tea then?
Oh yeah. And give them a cup of tea if they want it.
Yeah.
But don't push anything in them.
Oh, right. You can't make them have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do? Do you turn off the light and say good night? Do you turn off the light?
You leave a small light on all night.
Why?
And just keep an eye on them.
Okay. And if a patient wakes up, what do you do?
Go back to them straight away.
Okay.
Because what would happen is they'd jump out of bed or fall out of bed.
Jump?
Or fall.
Oh, right. Which is worse, jumping or falling?
Well, both of them are bad.
Right. And
If
what
you're
do
sick.
you say to them if they jump out of the bed? What do you say?
He doesn't even know he's jumping out.
Oh, right. And do you put him back in bed?
Yeah, I'd put him back to bed then.
Okay. And what would you say to him?
Huh?
What would you say to him?
Yeah,
What would you tell him?
for the night. And hope. And just say, now stay there. Stay there then. You say. Stay there. And don't get out again now unless I tell you.
Oh,
I'd have to say that.
okay, right. So you had to be bossy.
Huh?
You had to be bossy.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. And then they sleep all night.
Huh?
They sleep all night.
They would, yeah.
And do you wake them up in the morning?
I'd waken up in the morning then and I'd be fine again.
You'd wake up.
Yeah.
So you spend the night sleeping.
Yeah.
Right. So you're cheating.
Oh,
You'd be cheating.
yeah.
You'd be sleeping
I'd be sleeping.
in the nurse's station, would you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you wouldn't be working.
But I had all my work done.
All right. And then you'd have a little sleep. Okay.
I had to keep an eye on them then. I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
It's a good job.
I loved to be able to help people.
That's very good.
That's the reason. I loved, if I could give any sort of hand at all, I was happy.
That's great.
Yeah.
And if a patient came in now with a broken leg,
Yeah.
what would you do?
Well, I would, first of all, I would make her happy and cozy in the bed. And then I'd get the doctor straight away and let him do the rest. And you look after the patient.
And he'd stick the leg back on.
Oh, yeah.
And what did he use to put the leg back on?
But she put the leg back on. Well, the leg was always on her.
Oh, but it's broken.
Huh?
It's broken off.
It wouldn't be, well, it wouldn't be broken off completely.
Oh,
No, it wouldn't be broken off. It would be just maybe turned sideways or something, you know?
like not straight. Crooked.
Yeah, crooked leg, yeah. So you'd straighten it up. The doctor would do most of that,
Right.
but the nurse would be there to help him.
And do you put a nail in the leg or a glue?
Now what?
What do you stick the leg on with?
The leg.
Yeah.
What do I?
How do you fix the leg?
How do you fix the leg? Well, you do the best you can, and then the doctor will come in and take over.
Okay. The doctor was very busy,
Yeah.
sticking on legs. Okay.
Oh no.
No, not very busy. And if a woman was coming in and she was going to have a baby, what would you do?
Well, just mind her until the baby's born.
Okay.
That's all.
And what would you do then? Would you run off with the baby?
Oh, you take her up in your arms, or him up in your arms, and all that.
And what would you do then? Comb his hair?
Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, I loved it.
And where would you put the baby then?
Where
Under the
would you
bed?
put him?
Under the bed?
No. You'd put him on the bed.
All
His
right.
own little cot.
Oh, a baby cot. Oh, very good.
He had a lovely little baby cot.
And would you give him a bottle? Would you give him a bottle?
What's his mother?
Would you give him a bottle of milk?
Yeah.
A bottle of milk.
What's his what?
What would you give the baby to drink?
Nice, nicely lip. What do you call it?
Milk.
Milk. You wouldn't give him hot tea now or anything
Oh no,
like
no,
that.
not a baby. He might spill it.
Yeah. Oh, I love nursing.
It's a good job.
You'd be delighted to see in your own mind that you're helping somebody.
Sounds like a good job. You know your daughters and my goddaughter
Yeah?
are all nurses. No, sorry. Laura's a nurse.
Yeah?
Hannah's a nurse.
Yeah?
Frankie's a nurse.
Imagine.
They're all nurses. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're very good at nursing.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
Did you like when you were training to be a nurse?
I would.
Did you like that
I
time?
did like it.
And what did you have to do when you were training?
Well, you'd have to see the patient first and look after her as best she could. And never, never leave her alone on her own. And just keep an eye on her. Give her injections when necessary. And that's about all.
You couldn't give her an injection for the crack.
Huh?
You wouldn't give her an injection for the crack.
The crack?
For the crack.
No way.
Just
So
for
you
fun.
just give it to her up there.
Yeah. Only if she needs it.
And, yeah, only if she needed it.
You wouldn't just do it for the fun.
Well, I loved every minute of it. You know that?
Great.
I love nursing.
And did anybody ever come into the hospital and there was nothing wrong with them?
Very seldom now.
Okay.
There was always something wrong with them.
But if someone came in and there was nothing wrong with them, would you
Yeah.
tell them to go home?
No. The nurse is very calm and she knows exactly.
And did a patient ever come in and want to go home?
No,
They all like it in the hospital.
they all like it in the hospital.
It's a great place, isn't it?
They're all delighted to be in there, I think, for a rest,
All right, okay.
you know? They love it.
And did you ever see an accident?
Uh-huh.
An accident?
Dropping the patient or something.
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever see that?
But they made sure they'd have a wheelchair.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, they'd always take up a wheelchair.
And what's a
And
wheelchair?
they put her sitting in the wheelchair very comfortable before they'd ever leave her.
If necessary.
Huh?
If necessary.
Yeah.
You wouldn't put her in the wheelchair for the crack.
Huh?
You wouldn't put somebody in the wheelchair for the crack.
No, they'd be sitting in the potty for the night.
And what do you do if the potty is too full? What would you do if the potty was too full?
Well, I don't know.
Now the nurse is here to see you.
That's her tablet for
Great.
her pain.
Thank you, nurse.
Oh, these are my
That's your
tablets.
tablets.
Yeah.
2 lovely tablets.
Yeah,
I think you can take them.
yeah,
They're for pain.
yeah.
All kinds of gadgets here. I'll turn off the phone, Mummy, because
Huh?
I'll take off the phone and you can take your medicine.
Yeah.
Good care.
Yeah.